What we're going to do is we're going to do that thing. And that thing is getting music from GarageBand and bringing it into TikTok or some other media that you can actually have in your hand. It's a little bit easier to deal with than the core files that are here. You're going to need your GarageBand. You're going to need iMovie, and you're also going to need DropBox. DropBox is needed because we need to take it out of the system and then back into the system. Apparently, it's a workaround because of some kind of saving issue that is inherently in the machine. We'll talk about that later, maybe in another video. Let's go on ahead and do this here because it actually is not that hard, but it's a little on the complex side. So here we go. There we go. I am inside of GarageBand. That's a little bit of the music that I have. I'm going to use something that I've got already, but don't worry, you can do the exact same thing with yours. On the far left-hand side, there's a little button to close this. Once you close it, give it a moment. That file is going to update itself. Once the file updates itself, it should have today's date and time and seconds and all the other crap. But once that's done, you're going to hit the select button on the far right hand side, top of the page. And then you're going to choose the music. And once you choose the music that you have created, you're going to hit the share button. Once you hit the share button, you will get this 3-window pop-up. The first one is going to be song, ringtone, project. I'm not going to worry about the project part because I believe the project part is all about making a big, huge song. Ringtone, we're not making one of those. Song, that's what we're going to make. So we're going to tap on song. Now, mine is automatically set for wave uncompressed. You can try Apple lossless if you want to do some iTunes stuff or whatever. But for the most part, I like using the one at the very bottom because it is uncompressed. It will be universal, a WAV file. That WAV file can be given to a person on a PC, Android, iOS. Everybody can get it and everybody be happy. So once you hit the share button, I am going to create an error. And this is an error that you need to see it because you just need to see it. The error is going to be, I'm going to hit save to files. This is supposed to get that file and put it right next to the other file with a slightly different name. It'll have a slightly different extension. But as you can see, in gray, it says, oops, not bad. In gray, it won't allow me to actually save in the top right-hand corner. But if I click on iCloud Drive, I can go into my actual drive and I should be able to save it there. When I try to save it there, it says the file does not exist, blah, blah, blah. Apparently, this is some kind of weird thing that a lot of Apple guys are getting right now when they try to do GarageBand stuff. And this is the reason why I said I need you to have DropBox. So I'm going to scroll down to the bottom of the page. And when I do, DropBox is right there. DropBox was also above. And now I'm going to see the actual file. I'm going to have the opportunity to rename it. So now that I'm renaming it, I'm going to basically break down a couple things you need to always try to remember. Number one, make it short. TSTER. Make it your initials and name or something like that, but make it short as possible in case it has to go on the network. Also, when you put the version number, use underscore. Don't use spaces. It's a bad idea. On some networks, it goes wacky. So 0, I think this is number 6. I'm not 100% sure. And make sure it still says .wav for the WAV file. Again, that's the extension that you need for PC users in case they want to access it or you want to share it with a PC user easily. Then you're going to hit save. Once you hit save, you will get another pop-up, and this pop-up will say show in folder. There's also a copy link, but there's a show in folder. You want to go to show in folder. Once we go to the Dropbox folder, you should actually see the music at the very bottom. I'm clicking on it right now. That's the song. I know it's horrible. It was a bad idea a long time ago. Let's not talk about it. But that is the song. Now it's outside in the cloud. You ain't got it on your machine anymore. So what we're going to do is we're going to hit these three little dots on the far left-hand side. And once we hit those three little dots, we'll click on Save to Device. Once we click on Save to Device, this is crazy, but we're going to go right back to where it says Save Files. Once we click on Save Files, you'll see it and you'll hear it. And we're going to move it. I don't know why it actually plays again. It baffles me. I don't understand why Apple did that. But what I did was it automatically went to on my iPad, and I moved down to where it says iCloud Drive. And now this is where I want to save it. Now that it's saved there, now it is back onto my machine as a WAV file that I can use somewhere else. And now we're going to turn around and we're going to use iMovie. So I'm going to go over here, just type in IM, iMovie will pop up. Once you have an iMovie, your screen may be a little bit different because you may be seeing the intro if you haven't used it before. That's okay. But once you've used it at least once, you'll get these three panels at the bottom. Magic Movie, Storyboard, and Movie. We want to click on Movie. Once we click on Movie, we will have media on the left-hand side and then moments over here on the right-hand side. We don't care about moments. We care about photos, because in those photos section, what we can do is just get a photo of yourself or a photo of flowers or a photo of a car or whatever, because we need to make a sandwich. We need to make a video sandwich. The top layer is going to be an image because people need to see something. Underneath that, it's going to be an open face sandwich. Underneath that is going to be the music. So music is going to be on the bottom. Your image is going to be on the top. It can be a picture of the sun. Doesn't matter. Make it unique though. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to click on photos. Once I click on photos, I know I've got a drawing section over here. So I'm going to choose one of my drawings. I'm going to go for... Darn it. I don't know which one to go for. Let's go for this guy right here. There we go. Once you click that, just that one image, hit Create Movie at the bottom. It's just words. It's so weird. It's just words. Now what you want to do is you have the media on the right hand side. You have your actual video or not video, your actual photo over here on the left hand side. So what you need to do is go and grab that music from the media section and put it underneath your photo. So on the far right hand side, there's media. The very bottom, there's files. Click on files. Click on iMovie. Click on iDrive. Scroll all the way down until you see, and there, this is mine here. I gave it a very unique name, tester _6. Never use a dash. Always use the underscore. It's a networking thing. I can't go into details about it. Once you bring it in, it does something weird. It's like you've got your photo here, and then it brings the music and puts it right there. That's odd. Right next to it, and that's odd. So what you can do is you can grab it and move it over to the left-hand side so it'll be kind of positioned properly. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to do exactly what I just said a second ago. There we go. And now that photo that I told you need to have, well, the photo is a little bit too short. So what you can do is tap on the photo one time and then grab the nib and then stretch that nib all the way out to the end of the song. Once you're done there, you're going to hit done on the top left-hand side of the screen. Now, I know it seems weird. This is where they have the export button for iMovie. So we're going to, now that your thing is done, you can change it to your movie. You can change the name of the movie to CFGamble intro. That's what I want it to be. And now what I'm going to do is I'm going to click on at the bottom of the screen. You see at the bottom of the screen, you have three options. One of them is go directly to YouTube. Don't use that. The other one is a share button. Once you hit that share button, you will be able to save as a video. Once you save it as a video, it goes into your photo file. There we go. So now it's saying, got a little pop-up here saying that, hey, movie has been exported to photo library. So let's get to the photo library. PH. There we go. And once we're in the photo library, now you can hear the entire song. Oops. And that's it. That's how you do it. This right here, you can get that and you can upload it directly to TikTok. You can do whatever you want to do with it at that point. But that is how you export. And it's actually both ways. It's how you can export just the music itself, but I also went a little bit ahead and showed you how to actually turn it into a TikTok so that you can do whatever you want with it. The WAV file was enough just to have the music to give to somebody else or to even burn it onto a disc and play it in your car.